All right, everybody, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. And this is the same hat that Brock Purdy's dad wears. Chat loves it when Marty Lurie comes on.
Anytime you lose a game this time of year, when you can't go backwards, it's a problem.
All right, everybody, welcome on in. NorCal Sports Network, Saturday night. Opening day, spring training. San Francisco Giants. Not a bad day. First game of the Cactus League. Giants hit 3 home runs. Up. The big one, Bryce Eldridge. And Grant McCray. The show is brought to you by Chapman Law Group. Check them out, Chapman Law Group, located in Marin, licensed all of California. 415-613-9483. Let them know NorCal Sports Network sent you. Make sure you check them out. You got a situation where you got a personal injury situation, give Chapman Law Group a call. They will help you out. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. We're going to be talking about Bob Melvin and the Giants and the new attitude. But first, this.
Bunch of newcomer to first. There goes Howell, and the ball is hammered high and deep to center field. Way back there, way back there. Goodbye! High up onto the grass-covered hillside, almost up into a grove of cacti out there. Spectacular home run for Bryce Eldridge. 5-1 Giants. It wasn't just over the wall. It
Courtesy of KMPR.
over the hillside beyond it.
Oh, my goodness.
Bunch of newcomer to first.
There it goes again.
Howell, the ball is hammered high and deep to center field. Way back there, way back there. Goodbye! High up onto the grass-covered hillside, almost up into a grove of cacti out there. Spectacular home run for Bryce Eldridge. 5-1 Giants. It wasn't just over the wall. It almost was over the hillside.
Watch that one more time, guys.
Oh,
One more time.
Bunch of newcomer to first. There goes Howell, and the ball is hammered high and deep to center field. Way back there, way back there. Goodbye! High up onto the grass-covered hillside, almost up into a grove of cacti out there. Spectacular home run for Bryce Eldridge. 5-1 Giants. It wasn't just over the wall. It almost was over the hillside.
Wow. I think this guy is going to be special. This kid can hit. This kid can hit. Wow. I was supposed to be there today. Unfortunately, I had come down with a sinus infection, and today was my 3rd day of the antibiotics, and I started actually feeling pretty good about 3-4 hours ago, where I got all the, still in my stuff, but the headache's gone, fever's gone, all that stuff, but now it's just draining, which is good. But I did not want to go out there today, and I was supposed to meet a couple guys, Mark Graves, Cliff Martinez. Cliff didn't end up making it. I didn't want to expose anybody, so but now I'm feeling a lot better, so we'll see. Thanks, Robert. Thank you. Mike, do we see Bryce Eldridge? I don't think we see Eldridge unless the guy hits 8 to 10 homers this spring and just says, you know what, you can't keep me back. I don't think he's going to start the season at the big league club, but I do think he pushes he knocks the door down at some point during the season. But this is exciting, guys. This is really, really exciting to see this kid. And this is kind of what I want to talk about tonight. And I got the idea. Hold on, I'm stretching here. I got the idea in my head about the Giants and their attitude. All right. I started thinking, can a new attitude, and really what it was is getting the stench. When you get stench out of a building, or, something just stinks to high heaven. You ever had rotten food that you left in the refrigerator, or you left, one time my daughter, the car was stinking like crazy, and we couldn't figure out where the smell was coming from, right? And there was a cantaloupe that got left in the trunk, and it had rolled around and you couldn't see it, but it stunk up the entire car. And once we got the stench out of there and, cleared it out, you spray the place with enzymes. I think that's what the Giants have done. They got rid of the Farhan stench, and you go in and you fumigate the entire freaking place, right? Just get rid of the Pinocchio man, the Humpty Dumpty dude. If you think I don't like Farhan, you're right. I don't like him as a person, he's fine. Okay. I just couldn't stand the guy running the ball club. And the stench was so bad that I'm wondering if maybe the attitude of the Giants, there's a 180. Okay. Maybe there's a 180 turn, and Melvin is free to actually manage without being told exactly what to do. And that he's excited about the liberation that Buster's given him, the fact that Buster was a catcher, Melvin was a catcher, and that he just feels freed up to, does that mean you still got to have, as my buddy Aaron Lost would say, I don't know if he's in here, but he sent me a little thing, and I thought it was really interesting. He's doing a new possible design business, and I saw one of them, and I really liked it. It said, it's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmy and Joes, right? Okay. You got to have the talent. Okay. That's what that's saying. So do the Giants have the talent to compete? I would say they do in some spots. In some spots, they do. I don't think Willie Adames has the great year he did last year. I read a statistic yesterday, day before. He hit the most 3-run homers of anybody. He tied for that in a season. And he came up with runners in scoring position the most times. I'll have to read the stat somewhere. Maybe some of you guys saw that. It was 5 or 6 guys likely not to have the same year they had last year. If anybody saw it, let me know, because I can't remember where I saw it, but I read it, and it said that he came up more times than any time in the history of the game with runners in scoring position last year. So I think Adames does not have 112 RBIs. I think Adames is probably lucky to get 90 RBIs this year. But we'll see. But I guess what I'm getting at, everyone, is can Bob Melvin, can he get through to the younger guys with everybody? Everybody's been in a lousy organization, right? You've all worked for a company, just crap management, and you've worked for a really good company, right? And you can tell, or you've had a really crappy boss, or you've had a good boss, a great boss. And when you have that really good, great boss, you just feel more motivated to work for him or her. And you do better. You go beyond what you're sometimes really capable of. And if you have a crappy boss, you just don't feel like putting out for them because they're just, they're jerks or whatever. And I think having Farhan, the stench of Farhan, I mean, you really got to go in and fumigate the heck out of that place, that building, everything. This guy, get every piece of Farhan, the history of that clown, completely out of the organization. I don't want to see a picture of that dude. I don't want to see his name in guides. You know what? I would just put, when you put the history, the San Francisco Giants yearbook or whatever, I would just put 2019 president of baseball ops. I would just put blank. Like you didn't even have one. Or just maybe put a clown next to it or something. Get the guy's name completely out of there, out of the building. And I know I'm taking it extreme. I just think the guy was a complete joke and was a disaster for the Giants. And so I'm thinking Buster Posey, a true baseball guy, right? A real baseball man who wants to win, who is a quiet leader. Now, you missed this. You already missed it, Senior? It was already there. Let me pull it back up. I had the bomb up there. You have to play it again. He missed it. All right. You missed the Eldridge bomb. Let me see if I can find it again. I got to put it back up here. Here we go. Let me see where it went. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let me put this up here. Want to see? Yeah, add exactly, Aaron. Add Larry Bear to that list. Exactly. So Senior says, show the Eldridge bomb. Ask and you shall receive.
Coming to first. There goes Howell, and the ball is hammered high and deep to center field. Way back there, way back there. Goodbye! High up onto the grass-covered hillside, almost up into a grove of cacti out there. Spectacular home run for Bryce Eldridge. 5-1 Giants. It wasn't just over the wall. It almost was over the hillside beyond it.
One more time.
Oh, my goodness.
Bunch of newcomer to first. There goes Howell, and the ball is hammered high and deep to center field. Way back there, way back there. Goodbye! High up onto the grass-covered hillside, almost up into a grove of cacti out there. Spectacular home.
There we go. Let's see if we can find, see if we have any more home runs from today, if I have any highlights there. I got to dig through here real quick and see if they had put any of the other ones. Come on, what's going on? What's going on here? Why are we having problems getting here? One sec, guys, as I squeeze through Twitter here. Here's another angle of it. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, guys. Hold on. You got to see this one. You need to really almost listen to this one. This one, listen to the sound of the bat. My goodness. This is what the Giants haven't had since Bonds. Listen to this bat. This is unbelievable. All right, let me make sure. Okay, you guys can see it. I'll blow it up for you here. Listen to the sound on this, guys. One more time, I want you to Listen to the sound of the bat. We're gonna do that one more time. The bat. Oh my goodness. Wow, guys. That's something. That is something. Oh, wow. That was 450, guys. Wait till, I mean, this guy's going to be the guy the Giants can maybe build around. I mean, this is exciting. This is something to get excited about as a 20-year-old kid with that much power. Wow. I mean, I don't think Oracle will hold him in, but I'd still take the fences in, man, just to let him hit 50. Let him hit 50 at Oracle. And if he's hitting them, brings in some other star players who will want to play with him. That's what you have to do. You know, Ned Colletti comes on here and talks about, you know, the Giants need to become a destination place. Well, you become a destination place when you have a star. And if Eldridge becomes a star, which I think he will be, and if you bring in the ballpark dimensions out in right center field so that nothing holds him back, he doesn't get cheated, that he gets every home run he deserves. You know, when he hits a ball 412 feet, it should be a home run, not, you know, die on the warning track for somebody who's playing Eldridge way out there. And then you bring in some other free agents who want to come play with them. It's kind of like the NBA, you know, you get a couple stars and people want to play with them. Look at the Dodgers. The Giants can become a destination place if their ballpark is not a deterrent to other star players wanting to come here. Now, if the Giants can develop a bunch of Bryce Eldridges, fine. You don't need free agents. That's the idea. That's the goal is, you know, develop guys. And then you have enough guys and then you trade for guys and you screw free agency, you know. But this is what the Giants need to get to. And what I want to talk about a little bit tonight is Bob Melvin. You know, Bob Melvin had his hands tied last year, and we're going to get to see how Bob does. You know, again, talent-wise, as Aaron said in his little graphic, it's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmy and Joes, right? You got to have the talent. You can't just go out there and say, well, hey, we got a new attitude. You know, we're going to win. You can talk all you want, but talk is cheap, right? But what I am saying is you can have a difference when you bring in a new manager or a manager has a good attitude. You look at Roger Craig, what he did with the San Francisco Giants, started in 86, took over. I'm not sure if Roger took over in 85 or 86, the Hum Baby regime. But, you know, Will Clark, Robbie Thompson drafted in 86. They come up and they play right away. And then 87, the Giants win the division. So what I want to look at is I want to take a look at Bob Melvin as his managerial career. He's had some big years with Oakland, all right? You took a look at his first season in 2003 at the age of 41. He won 93 games with the Seattle Mariners, finished in second place, and then followed that up with a horrible year, only a .389 winning percentage, and then left Seattle and went to Arizona, where he was the manager for 5 seasons. And he had 2 winning seasons before getting, the axe early on in the 09 season. He went 77 and 85, then 76 and 86, and then 90 and 72, won the division in 2007. And then 08 finished second, and then 09 he was gone, and then he came to Oakland in the 2011 season, middle of the season, and finished third, but then won the next 2 years, won over 90 games in 12 and 13, won the division, finished second in 14 and 15 and 16, finished 17, finished dead last. But you can't really fault Melvin for those years. That's when the A's were selling all their good players off, right? Remember? They were just getting rid of all their players. And yet he was able to win. And then they kind of regrouped, the A's, and they got, Olsen and Chapman came up. And in 18 and 2018 and 19, they won 97 games both those years. And then 2020, they, look at 18 and 19. They didn't even win the division because of the Houston Astros. But they did finish second to them. And then in 2020, they were positive. And then 21, they were still over 500. And then he went to San Diego in 22, was over 500, finished second. And then 23, they underperformed the Padres, but they made a late gallant push to get to over 500, which, you know what? Some people will say that was really bad. Melvin was really bad in 23. They underperformed, but look, the team didn't quit on them. They came back and they were several games under 500, and they fought back at the end of the season to get to 82 and 80. And then last year he was 80 and 82. So I got to say that I think Bob Melvin, oh, by the way, let's take a look at his challenges. Once the challenge system came in 2014, he 53.8% first year, 51.7, 64, almost 65%. Next 2 years, 50%. And then the last 3 years, he was horrible, 41%, 30%, and 10%. That must have been 2020. Yeah, 2021? Only 10 challenges the whole year? Wow. And more challenges in the shortened 2020 season. He had 23 challenges, only 10 challenges. I don't understand that. What would cause 6 ejections? Okay. He had 5 ejections last year. All right. That shows Melvin's got some much better than Gabe Kapler. I like to see a manager get tossed. I really do. When a manager gets tossed, it shows he's into the game and he's pissed off. So I like that. I like that. Yeah, Mark, sounding better. Got a little bit of still, congestion, but getting better. Feel a lot better. Today was a turning point. Day 3 of the Z-Pack. So I think whatever I had a sinus infection. I'm getting rid of it. So I kind of think Bob Melvin is going to be a different man this year. You watch and see. This Giants team is going to play looser. I'm not predicting anything yet. Right now, going into the season, I've got them right around 500 and a 4th place finish. But I'm going to watch this spring, and I will make my evaluations on the season and predictions, a day or so before opening day. But I do think the makeup of this team is going to be different. Like I said, you got the turd out of the building, okay? I mean, it was an awful stench. And it was just an awful cloud hanging over the clubhouse. I mean, the dude removed all the Giants, the paraphernalia of all the championship stuff and everything. Why would you get that out? I mean, what do you, in fact, I got a new thing. How about this? Giants yearbook. Okay, let me see. Do I have one here? Hold on. I'm going to see if I got one. 21 official yearbook. Got this. Giants sent this out as, season ticket holder. So you open this up. You got everything in here. And you're going to have all the history in here. And there's probably stuff in here. It's been a long time since I've looked at this. But wherever it says staff directory, all right, here it is. Let me see. Staff directory, manager, Gabe Kapler, bench coach. Okay. Do we have anything in here about front office? Baseball operations. Maybe that's it. Okay, there it is. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix the program right now. I'm going to just write it in here. Okay. You guys see where it says President of Baseball Ops? See it, guys? Right there. Farhan Zaidi. You see that? Everybody see that? Farhan Zaidi. No, it's Judas. Okay? We just changed it. That's what needs to go in all of the yearbooks for the San Francisco Giants. Just put the name Judas in there. Okay? No more Farhan Zaidi. We don't need that. Just Judas. There we go. Guy's a clown. And he's out of the building. And I think things are going to be a lot better in 2025. I'm starting to sense, I don't know how the team's going to perform yet. As I said, I'm going to carefully evaluate the team. Now that I'm getting rid of this crap that's been in my stinking lungs and chest and head for 2+ weeks. This is day 15 or 16 of this. I will be going to many games. I've already looked at the schedule. I'm going to 2 next week. I will visit the Giants when they play the Padres over in Peoria, which is right around the corner from my house. And then I will go see them in Glendale next Saturday against the Dodgers. Okay, I'll take my wife out to that one. And then I will catch them the following week when they play Seattle. I will probably hit 5 or 6, maybe more games this spring. My wife's going to go away on March 7th to the Philippines for 12 days. So I'll be probably, I'll probably go to almost every game during that time. In fact, I'm going to pull up the schedule here. March 7th, they play Cincinnati in Goodyear. Graves, you're out there. Let's go to the March 7th game. Oh, wait a minute. No, she leaves March 7th. Sorry, I can't go to that game. Doggone it. Her flight is in the afternoon. That's right when I got to take her to the airport. All right. I'll catch March 9th catch the 10th. I'll catch the 8th at home against Kansas City. Looking at the rest of the schedule. Mark Graves, let's go to March 12th in Goodyear, Cleveland. We'll go catch the Giants against Cleveland. Catch them Friday in Milwaukee, down in Phoenix. White Sox on the 17th in Glendale, Kansas City and Scottsdale, or in Surprise. Yeah, I'm going to catch at least 6-7 games. So I'll be able to get a gauge of this team, and I'll watch them week to week and see how they're doing. And they open up on March 27th in Cincinnati. So you're going to want to catch our show on Wednesday night, the 26th. That's when I'll do. Yes. No, it's a day game, Mark. 105. 105 on the 12th. Wednesday, the 12th, 105. On the 26th, we'll do our prediction show. Lou will be with us. Bora, maybe Los. And we'll see how this thing goes. But I'll give you an honest breakdown of this team. But I do think the attitude is going to be better this year. I just, look, guys, it can't help but be better. You got rid of a really bad stench. You got rid of really, really bad stench. My concern when it really comes down to it, look, guys, I when I watch baseball, I watch it really intently and look at the whys. And this is why I told you guys one of the problems last year, opening day, I said the Giants would scare nobody because they struck out too much. That is my number one concern with this team going forward. And I want to look for the strikeouts. I want to look at the lineups, and I want to see how the lineups are, coming forth. You got to remember one thing about pitching right now. Pitching, a lot of guys are starting, younger guys, and a lot of veterans when they start out. Takes them a while to get going. They're working on different things. They're really working on, sometimes it's just a pitch, or they're working on location. So we'll see. But I do think this team will be more entertaining. Whether they show it up on the field as far as a better record, I'm not sure, guys. I really am not. But I think they have the potential. I've said this before. They have a potential to win 85-plus games. They also have the potential to lose 85-plus games, okay? If things just go kind of average, they'll probably be right around a 500 to a sub-500 team. If things go poorly, obviously they're going to lose 85-plus games. If things go right, everything starts to really click and go right. Injuries, guys have performed better than their career year, some of them, key guys. Pitching holds up, all that. They could win 85 games plus, okay? I'm not here to tell you that this team sucks. I don't think this team really, really sucks. But I don't know. I'm not ready to say it's a good team yet, okay? I'm not there. I want to see what these guys look like in spring training. I want to see if Chapman starts making some better contact. I want to look at, all of his at bats this spring, and check out the actual content. You know what? Let me just pull up today's box score. I didn't even look at it. Let's take a look at the box score today. Why don't we, guys? And tell me your thoughts on this. Do you guys think Melvin could turn things around with being free to manage? All right, Lamont Wade, he got a walk, got a run scored, okay? Struck out once. Eldridge, 1 for 2 with a bomb. We saw that. Luciano, 0 for 3, 1K. Porter, doesn't matter. Jung-Hoo Lee was 1 for 3, also struck out once. McRae, 1 for 2 with a 1K. Got the home run. Matos, see? That's what I'm looking for. He's the one guy in the lineup besides Lee who makes consistent contact. 1 for 3, no Ks. David VR, 0 for 2 with a K. Goodbye, David VR. Nice guy. Hate to see him go, but he's going to go. He's out of options. He's not going to make the club. Jake Lamb, 2 for 3 with a K. Sam Huff, the catcher who might have a shot as a guy who, with Murphy being hurt, he hit a homer. Alcantara, he's going to be down in the minors. Casey Schmidt, 1 for 3, but no Ks. Okay. I like that. And he got to play third base today. Ceballos, the guy they got in the trade for Soler, 1 for 1. And Wisely, 2 for 3. No Ks. Okay. This is a good sign right here. Casey Schmidt, 1 for 3, no Ks. I'm going to be watching that K meter this spring. I want to watch and look at all these guys' Ks during the spring. What do we got here? I'm seeing some Eldridge talk in here. Somebody, so you're telling me Eldridge is going to be a DH and will be a pitcher? Laughing out loud. Come on, man. Who's saying that? Who is saying that? Not sure what's going on there. Yeah. Just answering a text here from Cliff Martinez. Hold on here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Cliff and I were supposed to be at today's game. So anyway, but that's kind of just my take on this team. I do think Melvin will be a better manager this year. I really do. I think this team is going to respond to Melvin. I think that you're going to see a little bit more aggressiveness on the base paths. I think Melvin's going to feel like refreshed from, look, the dude he had his hands tied. Come on. He had his hands tied. Farhan had his, they should have put Judas in a uniform and just let him go manage the team. They should have just let little Porky Farhan, Judas. That's right. I called him Judas. Got to get him out of the building. Again, if you've looked at the press guide, this is the 21-21 staff the 2021 staff directory. There it is. Director of Baseball Ops. Let's see. Right there. You guys see that? Hold on. The camera's not too clear here. I can't see myself. We got Farhan Zaidi, right? President of Baseball Ops. Farhan Zaidi. I got him crossed out, and we're calling him Judas. Okay, we're calling him Judas. Hold steady. I'm trying. Let's see. Hold on. Go this way. I can't see because it's covering up. There it is. Judas. That's it. Giants need to go on record and get this guy's name out of their guide. Just call him Judas and everybody will know who it was. Guy came in from Dodgers organization. How's that? The guy comes in as a Dodgers organization, totally screws the Giants up, and then goes back to the Dodgers right after without a break. without a break. He's with the Dodgers from like 14, 15 up to the end of 2018, comes to the Giants for the 2019 season, leaves after the 24 season, and goes right back to the Dodgers. In the meantime, the Dodgers are going up and the Giants are going down. Jeez. Giants are just complete fools. And the guys that belong, I hold two people responsible for Farhan. Larry Baer, Greg Johnson. Larry Baer, Greg Johnson. Those guys need their heads examined. And I think the Giants, if they moved off of those two guys, man, I'm telling you, the Giants would soar. They would soar. If Buster could get rid of that stench out of that building, wow. I mean, I think things are looking up just having Buster there. But if you can get rid of, or if Buster can convert Larry Baer and Greg Johnson and just get them to come along for the ride, then we're okay. But if they still have a voice in the organization and how the organization's run, forget it. I don't care how much Buster does. If Greg Johnson and Larry Baer are still trying to put their hands, their fingerprints on this organization, forget it. They need to take a back seat completely. Larry Baer needs to take a back seat and just promote the team and then shut up. And we don't want to hear about Mission Rock. We don't care about your Mission Rock, Larry. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at the chat, see what's in the chat. That hat behind Dan has to get above the flag to the right. What do we say? Where did that go? I just lost that comment. What hat? Above the flag. Hat above? I'm not sure what he's looking at. Okay. Not sure. All right. Senior says he's watched Eldridge live like 5 times. He's a very good athlete and can play in the field. I personally think he should play the outfield. He has a cannon. There's a great interview of him in high school. Yeah, he'd probably be really good out in left field or right field. That's not a bad place. Yeah, that's a good point. You could see his athleticism just running the bases. You could see on some highlights, the guy can get to second pretty quick. The hat behind Dan has to be above the flag to the right of it. What are we talking about, Mike? Which one? The hat? I'm not sure what. Maybe you could be a little more specific. Which hat? I'm not sure. Anyway, what else we got, guys? Can Bryce cover right field? He probably could. Right field's probably one of the toughest. I think right field at Oracle's the toughest right field in all of baseball. It's ridiculously huge, and it's got quirky angles and everything, and the wind. And you got a short right field porch down the line, and then you got this huge right center field. Yeah. Left field would be fine for him. I think left field would be fine for him. What else we got, guys? Yeah, I'm not sure why the Giants, are first base at 6 for a guy who's never played the infield. that's why I said Luciano could be a good first baseman, because he's played the infield. And I personally think having Luciano play first base would be good for him, because I think he would learn it pretty quickly. But they're not going to do it. We'll see how he gets in the outfield. We'll see what this team is going to do. But anyway, guys, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk all night. I'm going to open up. Let me hold on one sec. I'm going to throw the link out here, guys. And if anybody wants to join, because I don't want to go very long tonight, so I'm going to open this up and have you guys come on in. If you guys want to come in here, come in quick, because I'm not going to go too long tonight. I was actually only going to go about 45 minutes, which we're at right now. So there's the link. If anybody wants to come in and yak it up real quick, give you the floor, because I got this. Don't want to talk too much. So Skaters was at spring training today. Okay, he's down here. He's in the desert. And it was a beautiful day today, guys. It's warming up. The temperature, let me give you guys an idea. I could tell, because my house, I don't even have the air or the heat running, and it warmed up to 75 in here. That tells me it was warm today outside. Here's the temperatures for the week. Tomorrow, 81 degrees. 81 Bay Area, 84 on Monday, 86 Tuesday, 88 Wednesday. The balls are going to be flying out here in Arizona. 84 Thursday, 85 Friday, and then drops back into the 70s on the first. But beautiful week of weather, guys. In fact, that Saturday game against the Dodgers, 74 degrees. Yes, I will be there. And we welcome in to the show Mike Val. Welcome, Mike.
Hey guys, how's it going? Dan, pleasure to meet you.
Mike.
Just to clear it up, I was talking about the banner to the right of you. I saw the Giants hat below the flag on it. I just want to see us higher up in the standings.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, yeah. I got you. Yeah, you're seeing
out there, but whatever.
We're in fourth place. I can't alter the standings. So, but you know
I
what?
like it.
But this year, starting the end of March, we'll hopefully the Dodgers will lose 2 games in Japan, and we can put them at the bottom for a while and let them sit there for a couple of weeks. Wouldn't that be great, everybody, to see the Dodgers at the bottom of the standings? You know what I'll do? If the Dodgers lose 2 in a row in Japan, I'll put the Giants on top, and I'll put the Dodgers on the bottom.
That'd be good.
That would be nice.
Want to like say you have something to look forward to there. Snell, we all do. Snell got a locker next to Kershaw, so we know he's going to learn how to choke in the playoffs.
There we go.
But,
there we go. Mark saying that hat staying there at 4. I have a feeling it's probably going to end up there, Mark, but I'm hoping that they might be able to push for 3rd this year, but we'll see. Stranger things happen in baseball. Teams get going, but I mean, what do you got this year, Mike? Where do you think the Giants realistically will finish?
4th or 3rd. Not sure if it's going to be San Diego. Not sure if it's going to be Arizona. I'm looking at, the hats, and I see New York. I see Philadelphia, Atlanta. One hat has to be chosen from the Central. And, even if we did move up the 1, we'd be 1 below the playoffs. But, like we've been talking about, 14th in spending with 12 teams making the playoffs is kind of telling, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking about what's senior. I'm seeing him put some things in the chat about Bryce Eldridge and maybe in right field. I think the Giants, who's your better player, Yaz or Wade? I think it's Wade. I think Wade gives you more opportunities at the plate to get on base. And so why play Yaz? Why not put when Eldridge comes up, put him out in the outfield?
Switch him out to maybe left field. Well, yeah, as far as Wade goes, it's a contract year. It's his first, right? So
Yeah.
I've had a job and I've had like a press time to make that statement to get a pension before, right? And Lamont Wade has that opportunity this year. So I have high hopes for him.
Yeah.
And I agree. He could play the outfield too, and they're looking at him there.
Yeah. I think you just got to find a way to put the best players on the field. It's going to be tough. I do think unless Eldridge, all of a sudden he hits, 500 this spring and hits 8 homers, and he says, the Giants are forced to say, look, this is our best hitter. This guy's going to have to play. I think they slow play it. I think they give him some time in AAA, but I think he's going to be similar to Will Clark.
Yeah, definitely. Will Clark is.
He didn't play much in the minors. I don't know how much Will had in minors. I think he had. I'm going to look that up. I think Will only had 1 year in the minors, if I recall, in 1985. I think he was drafted in 85, and I'm just looking. Yeah. He came up in 86.
Yeah.
Let me look at Will's.
I missed 87. I'm just not trying to talk over you.
No, go ahead.
I missed 1987 for the Giants. I was about 8 years old or whatnot. But
okay.
Since I missed it and I was collecting baseball cards and I saw 35 home runs, I started watching Giants baseball. So 87 was definitely the year he made an impression on me. I know he played for Team USA, and yeah, never even looked at his minor league stats, to be honest.
Well, this is kind of interesting, guys. Take a look at Will Clark here in the minors. He basically skipped AA. Okay, there's Will's minor league stats. He played at Fresno in A-ball, 289 plate appearances as a 21-year-old. Batted .309, had an OPS of 970, and then he had 24 plate appearances in AAA. 24 plate appearances in AAA in 86, and he was up right after that. He only played 6 games in AAA. Will Clark, a total of 71, right there, 65 and 6, 71 games in the minors. Look, when you can hit, you can hit. Okay? Yeah. Let's take a look at, why don't we take a look at Bryce Eldridge and look at his minor league stats.
He played as many games as he could last year. Possible.
Right. Eldridge. Do we not even have him in here yet? Bridge. They don't even have him. There he is. Okay. Bryce Eldridge. Why do they have him? Wait a minute. Wasn't this kid just drafted? No, he was drafted the year before. That's right.
He's drafted before Crawford.
At age 18, he played in 2 leagues. He's already had 555 at bats in the minors.
Mm-hmm.
He's had more bats already in AAA than Will Clark had. Now, granted, he's 19 and he's only, did he turn 20 yet? he turned
It's 20.
20, yeah, in end of October. So he'll be 20 all of this season.
That's right.
And you know, I think he's going to be here this year, guys. I don't see them holding him back if this kid, you know, hits the way he did. Yeah, Will played 4 years at Mississippi State, though. That is correct. He played college ball, and that was a big plus for
The best thing I could say about my experience watching Bryce so far is he went on a run in either San Jose or Eugene last year where he was up to 20 homers or near there. And I started watching every one of his games after that, recording his at-bats, even the walks, you know. But the guy I found, if a pitcher got one by him, he didn't get two by him in the same location, same pitch type. He didn't have a hole in the swing. And I'm just happy to see JT Snow down there working with him. Best first baseman I've seen in the Giants uniform
right.
defensively. Hat tip to Will Clark, too, by the way. But yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for having me on, Dan. I don't want to take up
Mike,
all your time,
great.
and I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike. Great to have you. Join us again some other time when we open it up. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, take care. All right. That's Mike Val, who's been in the chat for a while and a big, longtime Giants fan. Hey, guys, we're doing let me get a quick poll. I don't know how to do a poll, but if we did a fantasy baseball league, NorCal Sports Network, I joined the Giant Sports Talk Live Fantasy Baseball. It's going to be wild. It's so many categories. It's going to be fun. But I'm thinking of doing one here on NorCal Sports Network with a little bit higher entry fee. Some of the ones we did one last year of $50. Just if anybody's open, we'd need 12 total. So I would be in it. We'd need 11 more. Let me know your interest real quick. Just say, if you're interested, put in the chat, yes, and put either 100 or 200, what you'd be willing to do. 100 entry fee or 200. So let me know. Anybody who's interested in a fantasy baseball league, let me know your interest, 100 or 200. I don't want to do 50 because it's a lot of work, and I want to make the prize a little bit more worthwhile. I don't know yet. Would it be a normal roto league? Would you guys prefer a roto league or a points league? I enjoyed the roto league last year, but the points sounds fun too, but I don't know. Okay, Mike says 100. Senior, what are you thinking? Roto or points? I kind of like the roto setup last year. Skaters is roto. Okay, roto. Okay. I know Los plays roto, and he's done it for years. And then okay, Aaron says yes, 200. Okay. All right. I was going to trade Otani. Yeah, let's do a roto. Let's do a roto, and let's do, I don't know, we'll do 10 or 12 categories. I think we'll do a roto, just kind of like the way it ran last year. And we probably won't have any limit on moves. Maybe if we do, it'll be closer. It'll be a lot more, maybe like 100 moves, something like that. Kyle, take full advantage of your knowledge. No. So okay. So I've got a couple yeses. I got Mike and Aaron. What categories? We'll have the 10 normal ones. We might add a little bit more. I don't know. I'm open. Most leagues, I think, run with 10 categories or 12. They go 6 and 6. I don't think most roto leagues that I know of do like way too many categories. So, but I haven't figured all that out yet, skaters. Chardal can be the commish. There we go. Oh man. So, oh yeah. So let me know, guys. We would definitely want to get this started. The draft, before the 18th, when the first game starts in Japan. We did it last year and we didn't get the games. The draft was after the Japan games. I don't necessarily think it's a horrible big issue or problem if we started, 3 days, 4 days, a week before the regular season started and just made what happens in Japan retroactive. So that happened last year. I don't think that's a big deal. We'll see if we can get Los in. He always joins his one league. I don't think he would join if it was $50. He might if it's a couple $100. If you get in for $200, guys, and you collect 12, that's $2,400. Let me do my math here and see how we could calculate that for winnings. We could probably give $2,400. You could go $1,600 to the winner, $600 for second place, and $200 for third. Get your money back. Something like that. 1,600 or 17 and 5, maybe 17 and 5. I kind of like that. I like the winner, 1,700 plus 5 and then 200. I don't know. We can play around with it. But third place, definitely got to get your money back. Minimum. So, let me know your thoughts. Cliff. Rumor is winner takes all, a weekend at the Coach Emilio household, bathrobes and meals included, and 1 week as a special guest on then. There you go. Yeah. And you get my wife's amazing lumpia to die for. I'm telling you guys. Her lumpia is unbelievable. Wow. I had to stop eating it just because I couldn't. I said, I can't eat it because it just keeps my belly keeps getting bigger. So, yeah. So, hey, anybody going to be down here for spring training? I'd love to meet up with you guys. Let me know if you're coming. Cliff's here. Cliff, are you here Monday too? I know Cliff's here for Sunday. I'll probably be well enough. I feel a lot better right now, but I don't want to go out tomorrow, be around anybody. But Monday, now it's just, you can hear it in my voice, but it's, gosh, my head's totally cleared up and I have energy today. Okay, you'll be at Monday's game. Okay. Monday's game is, let me see. They are playing. Which one you going to? The home game against Colorado? I'm assuming you're not going. It's a split squad. You're not going to the Angels, right? Where they're playing in Tempe. Hey guys, I am going to a. I'll have to ask Lou. Lou, are you out there? Is my buddy Lou Marston in here? Scottsdale against the Rockies Monday? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, versus Colorado at the Giants. Okay. Yeah, maybe I could make that one. Lou was in here earlier. Anybody like horse racing? We got Lou and I are putting a little event together, and I don't know how much room we got because I've already got 4. Might have room for a couple more. We're going to go to the Giants Padres game in San Diego on Thursday. It's a day game on the 20th. And guess what, guys? That's a series you might want to go to. I already got my flight, 21st. 21st of, I believe Bryce Eldridge is going to be up for that series if he's not up earlier. I've already done the calculations. You retain your rookie status for the 26th season if you are on the roster less than 45 days and you play and you have less than 130 at bats. If he came up for that series, it's less than 45 days on the roster, and he would be able to keep his rookie status most likely because they have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19, 22, 25 games plus 3, 4, 5, about 31, 32 games, as long as they kept his at-bats below 130. So, in postseason, if they were able to make it, doesn't count against you. So, Cliff says he'll join for San Diego. What's going to do in San Diego, we're going to go, if you like horse racing, we're going to go to the Giants game on 21st, maybe Wednesday night, the 20th, but definitely the 21st day game, and then head over to Del Mar for 2 days on the 22nd and 23rd. And Lou's got a box right at the finish line so we can bet on some horses, have some fun. That could be a nice trip. I know we have room for at least 2. Okay. We've got 4 already lined up for the event. And so I'd be asking Los. I'm sure Los would want to get in on it, but he's in Japan right now. So who's the all-star, Aaron says, for the Giants this year? I think they have I'm going to say they have 2. I'm going to say Ryan Walker is an all-star. And I hope Ramos makes it again, man. I would love to see Ramos. Did you guys hear my bold prediction the other night? Crazy. This is bold because, you got to think bold is really outside the box and is probably, not likely to happen at all. But you make a bold prediction. I said, Kyle Harrison backs against the wall. He comes out and he finds his stuff and he wins 8 games in the first half and has an ERA of like 2.7. And he's like 8-1 at the All-Star break and he makes the All-Star team. How's that for a bold prediction? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? What happens if the guy I've been dogging here, Farhan, all of a sudden Harrison and Eldridge, Harrison and Eldridge just like blossom like crazy, and Bailey starts hitting. And the Giants have 3 of the best players in the game, Eldridge, Harrison, and Bailey. And they're all drafted by Farhan. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. Hey, let me know if you guys are going to come down for spring training. We're going to wrap up the show here, guys. Anybody coming down for spring training, let me know. I could probably get you 40% off on tickets. Okay? If you want to come down, as I can get tickets as a senior in Arizona. Giants are giving Arizona residents 40% off. So let me know. And maybe we can hook up, go to a ball game. All right? So we're going to try to have some fun here on NorCal Sports Network. Do a little bit of community stuff. You know, spring training is a great time. We're going to make some trips. Yeah, senior, I said the same thing. Wouldn't surprise me if they put him in AA even if it's just for 3 weeks, you know. I mean, the kid's from back that way, Virginia, right? And they're in Richmond. Isn't Eldridge from like Virginia? One of those states. We'll see. But yeah, that's a good point, senior. Once you're in the AAA, you got to be ready to go. I'll find that for you, Mark. I looked it up. Had it a couple weeks ago, and I think it's only for Giants home games. I don't think it's for Giants road games. I may be mistaken, but but hey, if there's a trip you guys want to go to as a group, it would be kind of fun. I've been looking. I mean, San Diego's a great trip, guys. I mean, lots to do in San Diego. They got that great series in August. Problem with the August series, if you got kids, I think there's school. But you know what? Going to a Giants-Padres game in August is a good field trip for your kids. I think it's definitely, you know, parental rights to say, hey, it's, you know, kid needs to miss school for some practical, very, very practical reasons. Oh, senior going to Fenway again. That's an awesome place to go. I got to make some trips. I got to get my bucket list, which is every baseball stadium. I wanted to do it maybe one day. I don't know, maybe in about 4 or 5 years, I will take the entire summer and just travel. As long as Buster could come. I guess I got Bo now too. And Bo's a little nutty. I'll tell you that. Bo's a nut. Bo is a nut. I'm looking at the schedule, guys. Chicago's a great, hey, that's a great trip this year, guys. If you wanted to go to the Kentucky Derby on the first Saturday in May, which is May 3rd, you go to the Kentucky Derby and then catch a short flight over to Chicago for the Giants on Monday. Got a 3-game set in Chicago, Monday, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's a nice trip. But that's tough. That's still in school. All right, June. A nice trip. I'd say LA, but it's never nice to go to LA. It's just not a great place to go watch a Giants Dodger game. Just too, nah. Colorado, middle of June, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Beautiful weather up in Colorado, up in Denver, that time of year. June 10th, 11th. That would be a fun trip. You know, you can go up there on a Wednesday, guys. What do you think of this? Fly up to Colorado on a Wednesday from the Bay Area, or in my chance, it's from Phoenix. Catch a night game, and then fly home Thursday after the day game. You spend one night in Colorado, catch 2 games, and you know how cheap the flight is on a Wednesday, Thursday? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the cheapest days of the week to fly. You could probably get a round-trip ticket for under $200 Southwest. Catch a couple ball games. Let me know. I might make that trip, guys. I want to enjoy some more baseball this year. So, all right, guys. Let me know what you're thinking. Anybody wants to go on some trips, let me know. If you're coming down for spring training, let me know. Love to meet up with you. Los and I are down here. Mark Graves down here. Will B, who's not in here tonight, but he's down in Tucson, just a couple hours south of us. He'll probably come up for some games. And guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for being part of the show. Hey, if you enjoy things like Prize Picks and Underdog, you'll love Better, BETR. Give Better a shot, guys. Download the app on your smartphone and put in the promo code NCSN, BETR, Better. It's a lot of fun. It works the same. They got lots of great promos. $250 match. That's right. They'll give you up to $250 match. You put in $100, you got $100 on the house plus a free pick. 250 on the house. Give Better a chance. It's a lot of fun. Download the app right now or click on the link in the description if it's in there. Not sure if it is or not. That'll take you right to it. But just put in the promo code NCSN. And we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Couple of shows tomorrow. We got a Warriors Dallas Mavericks post game in the afternoon. And then we'll come back tomorrow night with the Hot Corner. Guys, the Hot Corner with Eric and Glenn from Giants Sports Talk Live. We team up on Sunday nights for that. You won't want to miss that. If you guys seen the intro to the Hot Corner, here it is. That's tomorrow night, guys. I think it's about 8:00 Sunday night. So look for that. That'll be fun. We're not sure what the topic is, but we'll have fun. It'll be so guys, hey, let me know. You want to go to a Colorado series? We'll work it out. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow night. Giant Sports Talk Live and NorCal Sports Network. It'll be Lou and I and Glenn and Eric. And maybe we can figure out, a big group. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to get, another ballpark besides just going to Oracle. There's something about going to another ballpark that's a lot of fun. I didn't get to make the trip last year, but Los and Aaron and Cliff and Will Martinez all went to Chicago, saw the Giants and Cubs, spent a few days in Chicago, had a great time there. So we will try to do something like that this year. All right, guys. Thank you for being part of this show, NorCal Sports Network. And don't forget us tomorrow night, the Hot Corner, Giant Sports Talk Live, NorCal Sports Network, 8 o'clock. All right, we will catch you tomorrow, guys. Everybody have a great one, and see you then.